We're joined by Union SAMWU and specifically the leader there of SAMWU, that is Nkhetheni Muthavhi, SAMWU Deputy General Secretary. Good afternoon, Mr. Nkhetheni. Thank you very much for joining us on The Full View. So I'm sure you've heard there, we were just speaking to SALGA, at least on that 3.3. They're saying that we cannot take it or look at it in isolation, that if you are to include other benefits, it takes you way above the inflation rate. Your views?
Afternoon to you and your viewers at home. I've missed majority of things that Zoe has been saying, but in terms of 3.3, we need to put it into context. What we are referring to here, we are referring to what the workers are going to take home. The 3.3, it will amount to somebody who's earning 10,000 rand to get 350 rand. What they are doing now, they are doing total cost to company. Municipal workers don't earn in the excess of total cost to company. So we cannot, at any time, look at it in a total cost to company. That's not what we are getting. We are not like municipal managers or city managers like that. But I've heard him at the end when he was talking about the exemption process. I think it's a little bit unfair and a stretch in that they want us to get increase as if it's a performance base. That's not performance based. They are now turning our contract of employment into a contract of services. Mm-hmm. And majority of things that are pointed out by Auditor General, you're talking about not forming part of the municipality that are in distress. What are the reasons the municipality in distress? Can SALGA answer that? Auditor General, from year in, year out, they are saying there's maladministration, wasteful expenditure amounting to billions. How does then a general worker take responsibility of those work of those maladministration in the municipalities?
Mr. Nkhetheni, but you have society, pardon me for interjecting there, but you also have society that keeps talking of consequence management, that you cannot have a situation here where there are poor performing municipalities, but when it comes time for increases, these municipalities get the same kind of an increase as those that have been performing fairly well. What of those in society that feel there is no accountability that's being taken?
No, but unfortunately, this accountability, it will seem that it must be someone who takes responsibility and accountability in that. But these are the reasons why municipalities are struggling. One is that majority of work are duplicated. In that, as a general worker, waste removal, you find that there's a private company doing exactly the same work. So you cannot blame that a general worker is not given work that are supposed to discharge. Secondly, 90% of municipalities are contracting everything, outsourcing all the work, and that's where the problem is. So community, when they complain, that it's because they don't understand that municipal workers are now rendered redundant by the system that has been created, and that is what SALGA should be talking to. I will agree with SALGA if they were to say, we are going to do away with contracted services by 80%. So that municipal workers can discharge those responsibilities. Then it will be our responsibility to make sure that there is revenue protection by municipal workers. If you look at revenue protection and collection, it's done by private company. Why should municipal workers be held accountable in that? They know, go to Auditor General, year in, year out, these are the issues that they're raising. What is SALGA doing to address those issues?
So now the third round of negotiations are scheduled for the 12th and the 16th of August. What would you like to hear from SALGA? Would you like it to go to 8% or would you be able to meet them halfway?
No, look, the reality is that we live within the community that are seeing service delivery deteriorating. Some were not going to form part also of those who are condemning municipality into bankruptcy. But the reality is that we need to also face the reality. The consequences of inflation is that workers are not struggling even to go to work because the money that they were having previously cannot accommodate everything. You look at electricity tariffs that are running away, you look at transport costs, those are some of the things. What we are going to accept is anything that is above inflation and that has got meaningful contribution towards the well-being of our salaries.
All right, Mr. Nkhetheni, thank you very much for your time. That's Nkhetheni Muthavhi, SAMWU Deputy General Secretary, speaking to us.